हेलो। ठीक है, जोर से। हाँ, मुझे बोल दो। Good morning and welcome to the TOS presentation. It's the 27th of February 2026 and we're live from the Patil Stadium here in Navi Mumbai for the 20th anniversary edition of the T20 tournament. This is match number 18, Bpcl versus Income Tax. Alongside me are the two captains, Shreyas Iyer from Bpcl and Rahul Tewatia from Income Tax. Shreyas, you've got the coin? Rahul, you've won the toss. What would you like to do?
We are bowling first.
दो मैचेस, दो विन्स, काफी कॉन्फिडेंस आ रहा होगा इस मैच के लिए.
हाँ, कॉन्फिडेंस तो सारे मैचों में ही है, पर पहले दो मैच में अगर दो जीत हैं तो उसके बाद काफ़ी अच्छा रहता है.
Thank you. All the best. Shreyas, you've had a loss and a win. Without dwelling too much on the past, what are some key positives from the previous outings that you're hoping to capitalize on today?
Key positive is that we've got a fresh team right now, and there are a lot of international players who've come into play. That's a positive, and definitely looking forward for an intense and challenging game.
Any changes to your 11?
A lot of them, I can't name it.
All right. Thank you and all the best, Shreyas. That's it from the toss. Rahul Tewatia from Income Tax has chosen to field first. The players are ready, stage is set, and live action is coming your way with the first ball coming up shortly. Thank you.
Hello everyone and good morning once again. It's the time when we are all excited to bring forward one more game here at the DY Patil T20 at the very own iconic stadium, which is the DY Patil Stadium here at the Navi Mumbai. A wonderful looking venue and a bright sunny day, and I welcome all of you to a wonderful game that we are going to witness between Income Tax and Bpcl. Income Tax has won the toss and they have decided to field first. For all the happenings till now in this DY Patil T20, the 20th edition, we've seen some amazing games. For Bpcl, it's going to be very important because after that last game with Reliance, they will be all geared up, taking back all the lessons from that game, and will be looking forward to win this game here. But on the other hand, Income Tax will be very confident and they would like to continue the winning streak. Two good games for Income Tax, and now it's time to take on Bpcl with yet another game that will be exciting, that will be thrilling, and will get you all the live updates as and when we are going to have those moments, how the game is going to be. Now that Income Tax, after winning the toss, they decided to field first. What is the game plan here? There you can see the batters taking the charge, and it is going to be one exciting game here at the DY Patil Stadium at Navi Mumbai. Slowly and steadily we are progressing in this league stage. Even yesterday we had 4 games, 2 games at Talegaon, 2 games in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, and right now today we'll have 2 more games coming in front of you from live from DY Patil Stadium. Of course, the live telecast you can watch it on Jio Hotstar. But meanwhile, now it's time for us to get going and wait for the first ball to be pitched and the game to be started. As you can see, both the batsmen having a quick conversation just before the game. Probably the only discussion will be power play overs and the plan for those overs. Considering you have a field restriction, you will have players inside the 30-yard circle. So how are you going to take the advantage? For Income Tax, it will be very clear, early wickets, and put the opposition in some thought. So it has been a good start for Income Tax. Will they continue the winning streak, or will Bpcl today have a little new approach than the previous game? In the previous game, the batting did suffer. There were some amazing innings as well from the batters, but then again, they couldn't get to the total which they wanted, and in the end, Reliance took away the game from them. Rahul Tewatia there, the captain, was at the first slip. So the first ball will be shortly bowled and all the action will begin. But at this point in time, we are at that stage of the league where all the teams are looking to qualify to the next stage, which is the quarterfinals. It's the war for the points, and the first ball, here it comes. swinging ball and a little bit of movement early. So the game started on time at 11. The first ball bowled. And it's going to be an exciting one to see where Akhil Herwadkar and Manish Pandey are out there. Oh, lovely. Wonderful start by Saurabh Dubey. Two deliveries that it has started with the outswingers. And how early is he going to be successful in the plan that is set for the batters? And that's why you can see the first slip, because he's swinging the ball away from the batsman. One more. That nicely rolls it up, nicely pitches that one, and once that it pitched, the movement of the ball which is going away from the batsman, and that is why it is all the more possibility that Akhil will have to be very careful, because this is good bowling and good start by Saurabh Dubey. 3 dot balls in a row, and that is where Manish Pandey will be telling him that, look, doesn't matter, there's a long innings we have to play, and it's a good thing to just keep that approach in a very positive manner. But 4 dot balls must be putting some thought onto Akhil, and that is why every ball is trying to just swing the bat and get some connection. Another one. Lovely. What a great start. And this will call for one more discussion between Akhil and Manish. And there is the dugout of Bpcl. Five deliveries, no run till now. They're just waiting for the first run to come in. Here's an edge and taken. It took 5 deliveries for the edge to finally fly to the fielder there. What a lovely start by Saurabh Dubey. Many an occasions in that last 5 balls, it looked like now it will be the moment, now it will be the moment, and finally that moment comes in. The outside edge and an easy catch with the celebrations. The entire income tax team from behind, we can see, clapping and applauding that catch, that wicket that was waiting for. 1 over gone, no runs for a wicket. So after the end of that first over, 5 dot balls and then that wicket made an over. The wicket comes in the last ball. What a lovely plan that they had set for Akhil Herwadkar. He was always looking uncomfortable with that entire first over. Every time he was just looking to connect. Shreyas Iyer comes to the middle. Pankaj Jaiswal. First ball, no runs. Again, didn't try to play it too hard. Just wanted to check this one. Shreyas Iyer and Manish Pandey. Manish Pandey all this while just standing at the non-striker end. He could only be the spectator from that end while Akhil was playing. And it's not that Akhil, he didn't had a conversation with Akhil, but eventually the plan that was set from the first 5 balls, it was cooking as if that wicket was manufactured for Saurabh Dubey. So when a chef takes a lot of time to cook, that means there is a special recipe on the house. And that is exactly what Saurabh Dubey did. Every ball, that consistency in line, those outswingers kept on troubling Akhil Herwadkar. And eventually at the last ball, that flying edge and an easy catch. Again, even Pankaj Jaiswal has started off pretty well. The discomfort that Saurabh and now Pankaj is creating to the batters, how long it will stay, how long it will build that pressure, because still now not a single run is there on the scoreboard. And 2 experienced batters are out there, Manish Pandey and Shreyas Iyer. Pankaj Jaiswal also starting with 3 dot balls, and this time steps out, and he could be only favoured by the luck. The in-swinging ball out of the reach of the keeper as well. Oh God, the first runs comes in, even here there is no connection, and look at the swing. Wonderful try by Anuj Rawat behind the stumps, but this could be only luck favouring the brave. And why brave? Because eventually Manish Pandey didn't wanted to play inside the crease, so he dances down and tries to swing the bat, but the ball swings so much that nobody would ever play that, not even the batter Manish Pandey, and even the keeper, after that wonderful dive, couldn't stop it, Anuj Rawat. Probably that lucky boundary opens the run gates very soon, and in that very next ball, a single also to get Shreyas Iyer on strike. Last ball of the second over, Shreyas to face this one. A good contest to watch, especially with the way things have started for Bpcl. Single to end the over, and it will be 6 runs after the end of 2 overs. So the game of 2 overs is done, and in these 2 overs we've seen a lot more happening with Saurabh Dubey's wicket maiden that it started off with, and after that even Pankaj Jaiswal tried to build that momentum further. Unlucky because that boundary of Bais that went in behind the stumps. Good diving effort by Anuj Rawat. So it's going to be Saurabh Dubey once again. What a lovely start. This is another single there from Shreyas. Manish Pandey back on strike. Now then, Saurabh Dubey. What will be his plan for Manish Pandey? Oh, that is wonderful. That is wonderful by Saurabh Dubey. Yet another wicket, makes difficult for Manish Pandey to play that one. This time the ball didn't swing much, but it bounced, and it bounced how? That sudden spike in that bounce just surprised Manish Pandey, and look at that wonderful angle to bowl, and easy catch there behind the stumps by Anuj Rawat. Great one to start off the match. 2 early blows for Bpcl, and what a great start. You would want to watch this replay again and again, because in that 2 overs, Saurabh Dubey has been spot on, as if he's done a lot of homework yesterday for this match today, that he's making the question paper solve easily. And now, what will be the captain's message to Eknath Kerkar? Now then, Eknath, how is he going to take up this challenge with that first ball that he's going to play? The first ball again, now Rahul Tewatia also patting on the back of Saurabh Dubey, because he's done so well till now. Two wickets have gone in early, and those 2 wickets have come on the bowling of Saurabh Dubey. The first over, the way he's cooked a plan, and taking the wicket on that last ball of Akhil Herwadkar, and then again now Shreyas took a single on the very first ball. Then it was Manish Pandey with that surprise of bouncing delivery. This time Shreyas Iyer clears the 30-yard circle, and this will be the first boundary for Bpcl. Captain taking the lead here to start the run scoring at some pace. Not a very fast outfield, because the ball just touched the rope. Almost the fielder was there on the ball. So the first boundary of the innings, and first boundary for Shreyas Iyer. Another one. Now he's on a roll and picks this up very nicely. Pitched outside the off stump, and it's Shreyas Iyer for you. In a good mood today, with a good body language, smashes yet another boundary. 3 overs gone, 16 for 2. And now we will have the spinner coming in early. After that 2 boundaries by Shreyas Iyer in the previous over, Shahbaz Ahmed comes to the bowling end. Probably Rahul Tewatia thinking to just slow down this game a little bit, because the first 2 overs totally dominated by the Pacers, and it's a good decision to just hold on Pankaj Jaiswal and bring in Shahbaz Ahmed. The way income tax has started off, I think it's a great move, even after winning the toss when they went in to bowl first. Saurabh Dubey, and then it was Pankaj Jaiswal. Even Pankaj Jaiswal was bowling that line pretty well. That unlucky boundary that went in, that inside in-swinging delivery, that was not possible for even Anuj Rawat to get hold of it. Another slower one, turning ball, and yet another dot ball. So 3 dot balls for Shahbaz Ahmed. That is yet another good stop in the outfield. Fielding has been spot on by income tax today. And it does happen that some of the days where you don't see runs coming in easily in the power play overs, but then you got to plan more better on how are you going to attack the other overs. It's not that runs won't come in. It's just that when you come out with a plan, you have to make sure that the execution goes pretty well. Shreyas Iyer there. What is he thinking right now? It will be important for Shreyas Iyer to wait there on the crease and get the run scoring go pretty well. Reverse sweep that he wants to hit. Misses it totally. Very close. 4 overs gone. 17 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Here it is. One more time we'll see this and then we'll move ahead. Complete switch hit that he wants to play. Misses it. 4 overs gone. 17 for 2. So for income tax today, we have Rahul Tewatia, Anuj Rawat, Gaurav Jathar, Shahbaz Ahmed, Lalit Yadav, Pramod Chandila, Pankaj Jaiswal, Parth Rekhade, Harvik Desai, Tanush Kotian and Saurabh Dubey, with the substitutes being Mahipal Lomro, Yash Dubey, KV Sasikant, Vishant More. This time a half-hearted appeal there. Pankaj Jaiswal comes back to the crease. For Bpcl, it's Akhil Hirwadkar, Manish Pandey, Shreyas Iyer, Rahul Tripathi, Anukul Roy, Eknath Kerkar, Sahil Jadhav, Sandeep Sharma, Chetan Sharma, Sylvester D'Souza, Yash Gadia. In the substitutes you have Sachin Rao, Parikshit Dhanak, Ajay Singh, Naman Pushpak. So we'll have to see who is going to eventually be replaced in the second innings as well. Straight to the fielder. Tanush Kotian there on screen. He is fit for the game today. Was recovering for injury. (17 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. And almost, we are at the end of the power play overs, because Next over will be the last over of the power play, and the way income tax has started off, but this time gets a boundary here. Pankaj Jaiswal, not a great delivery. You have a first slip, but then you again plan to bowl way outside the leg stump. Will just give a perfect chance for Eknath Kerkar to just release his arms and play that shot. It's the line that is not great. And that is where the discussion will be. That if you have a first slip in place, you got to be bowling more onto the offside, more onto the middle stump, stick to 3 sticks rather than bowling that wider to the leg stump line. 6 runs, half a dozen that were added, 25 for 2. Because even I think Shreyas must have had a word with Eknath and said, it's almost the end of power play. We need to get some runs on the board, at least a 35-40 runs, which is again very ambitious. But when you have batters like Eknath Kerkar and Shreyas Iyer, you can expect that. And it is the way that they have played throughout, the nature of their game, playing the T20 cricket in this fashion, connecting the bat, connecting the ball, middle of the bat. Shreyas is happy. That smile says it all from Shreyas and Eknath, that finally now you're getting runs on the board. Look at that shot. Very much in the position, and the swing of the bat makes it even more better. 31 runs. The way it started, what's gone is gone. What you have right now is a discussion happening with Pankaj Jaiswal. Rahul Tewatia on screen there. He does not want to give it easily to Bpcl, and that's why that discussion is happening. That we've bowled some nice line and length. Let's stick to that. Let's stick to the plan. Because if the run gates open from here, it will be one big total that you will be looking by the end of 20 overs, and that is what you don't want to give at this moment. 31 for 2, last ball of the over. Another one, slashes this one towards the offside, and that will go for a boundary. What a wonderful start this is. And finally some action, some power pack action coming in the power play. Let's look at the replay. A slower one and a full stretch of the front foot with the bat swing just makes it exquisite. 5 overs, 35 for 2, and it will be changed in the com box, which Chandresh Narayanan will join you.
So welcome back, Shreyas Iyer. All eyes on him. He's batting on 10 of just 5 deliveries. Finally, some good news for Shreyas Iyer fans in the DY Patil T20 Cup. 5 more deliveries left in the power play. This is going to be an important little phase. Shahbaz Ahmed versus Shreyas Iyer will be a very good contest. Eknath Kerkar at the other ends on 19 of 13 deliveries. Taken on the full there. Just behind square. There's no one manning the field there. That's a boundary. Third boundary for Shreyas Iyer. And smartly done. Playing with the field here is Shreyas. That's how you do it. That's the value of experience that Shreyas Iyer has. Again, once again, we'll have Shahbaz Ahmed now. Third delivery of this over. See, that's the value of experience. Doing it smartly. Realizing that he can make the most of this last over before the power play ends. 3 more deliveries left in the power play. They've touched 40 for 2. They lost 2 quick wickets. Akhil Herwadkar and Manish Pandey both are gone. This time sweeping that one, but in front of square. Will not get any reward for that. So Saurabh Dubey dismissed Akhil Herwadkar and Manish Pandey. So it's pressure time now. Cuts that one nicely. Well done. Terrific shot there by Eknath Kerkar. Shahbaz Ahmed is not happy with himself. Just a bit short there. Gave him a bit of width, slight bit of width. And that was enough for Eknath Kerkar to pounce on it and get a boundary. The second boundary in this over. 9 runs already. Final delivery of the power play. Dug out nicely. No damage done. End of power play. It's 44 for 2. So nice little partnership developing here between Eknath Kerkar and his skipper Shreyas Iyer. They have put on 37 runs. Nicely done that. Tickled down the leg side. The fielder giving it a chase. Will not be able to cut it off. Very well done there once again by Shreyas Iyer. Parth Rekhade. Very first delivery, straying just a bit. And that was not cut off by Yash Dubey. So what a start. Again playing that nicely. You can sense that Shreyas Iyer is looking a lot better today. Not tentative at all today. He's prepared to take his chances. He's looking a lot more assured, unlike the previous 2 games in this competition, where he scored a duck of the very first delivery, got out a golden duck, and he scored 5 in the previous game. This time, he's looking a lot better. Again pulls that one. Will not be able to cut off. 2 fielders. It looked for a while that the 2 fielders will give it a try to stop it, but in the end they just gave up. That brings up the 50 for Bpcl. It's 53 for 2. And second boundary in this over. 9 runs already. So Parth Rekhade under pressure. Straight away. Again played that one upishly on the offside, but will only get a single. It's all happening here right now on the 5th day of the 20th D.Y. Patil T20 Cup. Plenty to ponder about for Rahul Tewatia. Again pushing and getting a single. So 11 runs in this over, 1 delivery to go. Eknath Kerkar's on 28 of 18. Shreyas Iyer at the other ends on 21 of 11. Finally, everyone's getting to see the bright side of Shreyas Iyer. Clean bowled! What a strike! A nothing shot. Really a nothing shot. Parth Rekhade gets his man. And Came on to him quicker than he expected and missed it completely. So that's wicket number 3. It's 55 for 3 after 7. Okay, so much needed relief for income tax. Finally, they managed to break this partnership between Shreyas Iyer and Eknath Kerkar. The new man in is Rahul Tripathi, who's at the non-strikers end. No, Shahbaz Ahmed to continue in his 2 overs. He's given away 9 runs. Now it's down to both these experienced operators, Shreyas and Rahul Tripathi, to try and rebuild this innings. Both these batters have got plenty of experience. They play a lot of short form cricket and they are able to utilize that experience. You'll see this with Rahul Tripathi. It'll take a bit of time, but when he gets going, he's delightful to watch. He's got his routines, he's got his set routines that he likes to follow. Right, here we go. Shahbaz Ahmed now. Played that one watchfully. Oh, what was he appealing there for? It's clearly coming off the bat, but Shahbaz Ahmed just inquiring politely to the umpire. But the umpire happy to just turn it down. Again, Shahbaz Ahmed will come in now. Straight away, some innovation. We'll get a single. You've got to wonder, was it worth it? Was it worth the effort? You just got to wonder. But gets a single nonetheless. The projected scores pegged at around 150. I think about 170 or 180 is what Bpcl would be aiming for. For that, it's important that their skipper is there for a fair bit in this innings. He has all the experience in the world to try and make the most of the conditions, make the most of the overs that are left in this contest. Shahbaz Ahmed once again. Short delivery, played that one nicely off the back foot, but there's a fielder there sweeping. Only 1 run added to the total. So 4 runs in this over already of 5 deliveries. The final delivery of this over coming up now. Rahul Tripathi is forever on the edge when he's on the crease. Played that one nicely on the leg side, looking for 2 and will get it. Nicely done there by the 2 batters. Very well done. That's over number 8 done, out of the way, 61 for 3. Okay, Parth Rekhade is back again. He picked up the important wicket of Eknath Kerkar in the previous over. Now, can he break this partnership as well? It's still developing. It's in the infant stages. But these two batters, experienced campaigners, it's important that they strike now. Here we go. Let that one nicely cut shot. As a fielder, will not be able to cut it off. We'll get one more boundary there. Rahul Tripathi gets into the act. That's his first boundary. Again a bit of width. Well spotted. There was no fielder there. And it became easy for Tripathi to pick up a boundary. So pressure straight away on Parth Rekhade. Hit that one watchfully. Can afford to do that because he's already picked up a boundary of the first delivery. So he can afford to have a couple of breathers. But also mindful of the fact that we need to put up a total that they can defend. Let's see what happens here. Rahul Tripathi is on 6, Shreyas Iyer is on 25. Again played that one watchfully. Good comeback here by Parth Rekhade. The previous over he picked up the wicket of Eknath Kerkar. That gave a bit of a hope for income tax. Again, once again giving it a bit of width. And this time there's a fielder there who will keep the batters down to just a single. 66 for 3. 5 runs in this over. Right then, what is Shreyas Iyer going to do? Does he have a target in mind? There's a long off, long on in place. Is he going to go downtown? Let's see. Oh, he's keen, but sent back by Tripathi. Trying to play it with soft hands, but sent back quickly by Tripathi. So the final delivery of the 9th over now. Will get a single to end over number 9. It's 67 for 3 after 9 overs. Right then, Shahbaz Ahmed coming in to bowl his final over here. He's kept things tight. 15 runs from his first 3 overs. He's not letting the batters get away. These are two very experienced campaigners at the crease for BPCL. Rahul Tripathi and Shreyas Iyer. But so far, Shahbaz Ahmed's been successful in keeping things quiet. Again, this time, can't quite connect that one. Looking to be inventive. No damage done. Tripathi was keen for a single there, but sent back by his skipper. Tripathi telegraphed his intentions quite early enough, and it became very easy for Shahbaz Ahmed there. This time much easier for Tripathi. A single added to the total. Things slowing down a bit here for BPCL, as you would expect post power play, post the fall of 3 wickets. Again pushing for a single. Will he go for a second? Yes, he will. So that's the value of experience. In the previous over as well, you saw Shreyas Iyer looking to push for a quick single with soft hands, but His partner was not alert to it, but this time both of them were ready for that single. Rahul Tewate having a quick word with his bowler. Shahbaz Ahmed, who's been terrific today, may not have picked up a wicket, but his value, his experience comes in handy for income tax. He's just giving away runs in singles, and that's something that income tax will not mind. 72 for 3. The projected score keeps hovering around the region between 140 to 150. That's not good enough. And that will be the end of over number 10. It's 74 for 3 at the halfway stage. Time for a change in com box. Over to you, Dipesh.
Thank you, Chandresh. And 10 overs gone, 73 for 3. But surely there is a lot of cover-up that has been done till now, because the way it started off, not a great power play, but a decent one. But Shreyas Iyer there taking the responsibility as a captain, leading from the front. And now with Rahul Tripathi, the innings progresses. 3 wickets for income tax that they've taken. And now we'll see where this stage of game goes, because now you just have 10 overs where you just got to get too many runs out here. 160 or 170 right now looks very ambitious, but with this man standing there at the crease, nothing is impossible. And we've seen many of such innings from Shreyas Iyer, be it in the IPL, be it in the international matches. He's proved the mettle and have always delivered. The partnership has to work. Again, Shreyas Iyer is a very good player when it comes to spin bowling. And that single towards the deep covers, Gaurav Jathar there. Parth Rekhade. Again, Parth, if I have to talk about Parth, his extra slower ones. I mean, one, he doesn't give too much pace. What he believes in, giving flight to the ball, nicely turning the ball. But we haven't seen that turn much for today, the way it was turning yesterday. I remember in the match where Root Mobile was playing, Shams Mulani had opened the bowling innings for Root Mobile, and the way he was getting that sharp turn, today it's kind of missing. But again, for Parth Rekhade, he is a very clever bowler. Just when you saw in the previous ball, when the batsman was trying to go for a switch hit, he immediately followed the batsman. And the eyes are on the player's movement, the batter's movement till the end. And that's what makes Parth Rekhade a lot more special in his approach towards bowling, spin bowling rather. Last ball of the over, played it just to push and take a single. That's the end of 11 overs, playing at the average of 7 runs. And it is 77 for 3. 11 overs have gone by and it's 77 for 3. Rahul Tripathi and Shreyas Iyer looks good in the center. The only thing is from here on, how are they going to build the score even more further? And there is the wild card entry. And why I say that wild card entry, because Tanush Kotian has come in to bowl. Again, he was not available for the previous 2 games because of injury, and it's good to see him back, Tanush Kotian. The Mumbai cricketer has the ball in his hands. Starting off the spell, Rahul Tewatia handing over the ball to Tanush. Again a wicket-taking bowler. Shreyas Iyer to face. This one's in the air and what a catch! Oh ho ho ho! The flying machine takes a brilliant catch there. Parth Rekhade. He was just there in the previous over for bowling that spell, and now you can see him and you can see the Superman in him. Tanush Kotian, I told you he's a wicket-taking bowler, but let's give credit to this flying genius. Oh God, Shreyas Iyer must be so surprised. Well played, captain. But indeed, it was a very good catch. Tanush Kotian starts off with a wicket. If you can see that replay in a slow motion, we just want to see that catch, and our audience also must be wanting to see that catch again. Tanush Kotian outside the off stump gives the room for Shreyas Iyer to play that shot, and look at that. What do you call him? The flying genius, the Superman, the flying machine. What all adjectives would you want him to live with that shot, that catch? Superb, mind-blowing, exceptional. The moment of his life and the moment of this 20th D.Y. Patil T20 as well. What a lovely effort that was. Tanush Kotian strikes, and here he comes with yet another over. Yet another over in his career that sparks the lights immediately and adding some more fuel to the fire. Tanush Kotian here. But if this catch has to be awarded, I think Tanush will proudly give this award to Parth Rekhade. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It just stuns me at a moment that the contribution of these fielders give us so many moments to talk about. Absolutely stunning. Shreyas Iyer, who was looking so good, but a plan from Tanush Kotian, and the rest was done by Mr. Rekhade, the Parth Rekhade. And this one's close, this one's close. How close it was. If you could see this again, loud shout by Tanush, and it looked like it is very close. Might be the bat saved him, because the bat was even closer to that ball, and probably the bat and pad connection, because of which the umpire was in a moment said no, Tanush. Now then, what a over. 3 runs from it, a wicket to add, and the last ball of this over. Rahul Tripathi. Can the last ball give us anything special here? This one's short of the length, straight to the fielder. And that single is going to be the end of the over. 12 overs gone, and it is going to be 81 for the loss of 4 wickets. Twelve overs gone, 81 for 4, and the Superman is at the bowling end. Parth Rekhade, shot of the length, nicely swept away from Mr. Tripathi, and a single there. Rahul is looking good today. He needs to be there till the end for the power-packed range hitting that Rahul can do. And with the T20 cricket evolving so much, range hitting has gained a lot of importance these days, because it is the range that you want to hit, and how well you can hit far is always seen in T20 cricket. And that's going to be yet another boundary here. Anukul Roy, this time a complete stretch of the body. The ball wasn't coming nicely onto the bat. Look at that, full stretch and the swing of the bat. As if the mid-wicket boundary just welcomes this one. 4 runs credited to Bpcl. Anukul Roy there. Some good batting that we've seen from him. Wider to the off stump, straight to the man, running from deep extra covers. And that should be a couple of them to add again. 88 and still counting. And this is where till the 15th over you need to construct that one till the 100 or probably a little more than that. And it is not a difficult task, because you're already touching a score of 90 runs. Not exactly there, but yes, with this couple of runs, you've already touched 90 now. From here on, even if you play with the same average, you are still reaching to 141. But that's not going to be enough when it comes to Bpcl. And if both of these players still stand till the end, they can bring much more to the table. With the zeal that they have, with the fighting spirit that they carry, Rahul Tripathi and Anukul Roy can take the score to new heights. And that is what Bpcl, Shreyas Iyer and the entire dugout would be focusing right now on. This one's in the air, hasn't connected properly, but it will still fall in no man's land. And that's going to be yet another single with the end of 13 overs, 92 for 4. Thirteen overs, 92 for 4. A bright sunny day here at the Patil Stadium. The live coverage of the games on Jio Hotstar. We hope you're having a good time like we are doing, enjoying every moment of this, and a lot of cricket that we have seen from the start of the year, be it domestic cricket, be it the international matches of men's and women's. We've seen recently how Indian women got the trophy for the first time of ICC Women's World Cup. We saw the WPL, now we're watching the domestic cricket again with D.Y. Patil T20. So a lot of T20 cricket and some exciting moments even here at the 20th D.Y. Patil T20 that we are witnessing. Tanush Kotian comes back to bowl yet another over. And probably I think the ball is not today coming easily onto the bat. It's something that we have seen right from the first over, where Saurabh Dubey made a perfect plan for Akhil Herwadkar with 5 good swinging deliveries, and the 6th swing of the ball took the edge of the bat, and that is where the wicket came in early in the first over. Then again when Saurabh Dubey was bowling the second over of his spell, he got one more wicket. After that it was a nice construction of the score that was done by Shreyas Iyer, and that wonderful flying catch by Parth Rekhade got him also back in the dugout. And now progressing into this 14th over. Of course, by the 15th over, they'll touch 100, probably 105, 107, you never know. It's how the batting goes. But the last 5 are going to be one of a battle that we would all love to be watching and witnessing, because that is where you're only focused to put up a good show on the scoreboard. Another one nicely cut, and this is a fierce square cut that will go for a boundary. Little bit of turn for Tanush Kotian and Rahul Tripathi. Look at the footwork there, opening the face of the bat as if he's slicing the ball like you slice the apple. Oh, wonderful shot. And how early he can come into that position. Good footwork there from Rahul Tripathi. Goes for a reverse sweep, slower one, big appeal. Anuj Rawat thinks there's some wood on it. But did it really had something for that loud call? Let's look at this again from a closer view. Tanush Kotian, slower one as soon as he saw Rahul making that switch hit. Big appeal, and umpire says no, I heard nothing. Straight down the ground towards the long on region. Yet another single here for Rahul. And from a long time, I think it was Anukul Roy who was waiting for his moment to be back on the striker's end. I think Tanush will go right arm round the wicket. And this is something that is, a trademark Tanush. He will always go right arm round for a left-hander and right arm over for a right-hander. Because his bowling action allows him to have a better angle in which he can bowl to the left-hander or the right-hander, and that's why he keeps on switching the ends, switching the sides. Couple of steps ahead of that crease, and a single to end the 14th over. And that's also 100 up for BPCL by the end of 14. So after the over of Tanush Kotian, it's going to be a change in the bowling as well. Is he going to get the pacer back? Is the spin bowling going to be continued? I think it is going to be a pacer coming in for income tax. Lalit Yadav, very late in the innings, because generally you saw Lalit Yadav coming a little early, but today Rahul Tewatia giving chance to the spinners, and they have done well, because the ball is coming very late on the bat. It's not very easy for the batsmen, and that's why their challenge lies ahead for the batters as well. The start of the 15th over will be done by Lalit Yadav, Anukul and Rahul. Right now looking very firm, very strong. 100 up for Bpcl from here on. How are the last 6 overs going to be targeted? The first one, again full stretch of the body, and look at that. He had no clue what just happened. It will be interesting to see what move the fielder was making, because the ball did come in straight up to him and then just diverts. He's confused. The ball goes to the boundary. Easy runs there, easy runs, and probably no bowler or no captain, especially Rahul Tewatia, will not be very happy with that effort, but the ball just turned something on the ground that made the ball divert a little bit, because it was a moment of surprise for the fielder as well. Good one from Lalit. Spinners to continue. Today it has been very handy with the spinners for Rahul Tewatia. $105 for 4. And you talk about the current run rate, but in the last 5 overs, will the batsmen change the gear? Will the batters change that gear and put the speed into a fast pacey run scoring? And Lalit Yadav just discussing that wide ball with the umpire. But umpire's got the best seat in the stadium, which is right up there next to the 22 yards that they stand. And this one's in the air, long chase there for the fielder. Couple of runs. Slowly and steadily. The one thing that we've seen with Bpcl, that even if the wickets have gone by, the consistency in scoring runs, the intent to get runs on the scoreboard has been spot on. 108 for 4 and still counting. Meanwhile, Rahul will face this one. Oops. Everybody missed it. Even the bowler. Lalit Yadav, here we go. That's not what you want to bowl at this point in time. Oh, it's been given a dot ball. That is where it surprises Rahul Tripathi, and he asks a question to umpire. So too many discussions in this over for a wide. There was a discussion for the wide that was given, and now there is a discussion for a ball that for the wide that is not given. Interesting. One last ball to go for Lalit Yadav. 109 for 4. The projected score, it's looking around very close to 150. But I'm sure that Bpcl is looking for adding 20 odd more runs in the last 5 overs to the projected score that you can see on the screen now. They would at least love to reach to 170. because you have some good batters that are coming up in the second innings also. Meanwhile, it's end of the 15 overs and it is going to be 110 for 4. Change in the com box where Chandresh Narayanan will join you for the last 5 overs.
So the final 5 overs in this innings about to get underway. Rahul Tripathi and Anukul Roy getting fresh refreshments, just getting hydrated. Very important in this heat to keep yourself hydrated, because you can lose a lot of weight just running around in this heat, sweating in buckets. Rahul Tripathi, just take a look at him. He's sweating a lot. He's been batting for a while. He's on 25 of 25 deliveries. 2 boundaries already in that innings. 110 for 4. We've seen a number of spinners being employed by the income tax skipper Rahul Tewatia. Surprising he's not brought himself on. You've got Shahbaz Ahmed, Parth Rekhade, Tanush Kotian, Lalit Yadav. That's helped the over rate. Shahbaz Ahmed and Parth Rekhade are done with their spells. Now it's Tanush Kotian who will now come on to bowl. He's coming on to bowl. He's picked up a wicket in his first 2 overs. This is an important partnership. They need a final flourish here. Do Bpcl. Stepping out will get a run. The projected score around 147, 150. That's not what they are looking for. Ideally, Bpcl, they would want that the total just goes up a tad bit so that they can challenge the income tax lineup. How they finish from here on is going to be very, very interesting to watch. Again, innovative, inventive, and will get full value for that. What a strike. Very well done there. Rahul Tripathi has been trying this for a while, finally getting full value for that. Over the backward point region, a 6. Very well done there. He moves along now to 31. Perfect start to the 16th over from Rahul Tripathi. It's 117 for 4. This time down the leg side, but there's a fielder there. Shot was in anger. He is playing that without taking into consideration the fact that there's no one behind that short fine leg fielder. And there's a fielder at deep backward square leg as well. Oh, again couldn't time that one. Rahul Tripathi just needs to keep it calm and quiet. He's trying to be over aggressive here. He's trying to make the most of the final overs here, but in that he's missing out completely. This time down the ground, the fielder will be a spectator, and the spectator will be the fielder over there. The Bpcl camp is happy, and rightly so. In the slot, spotted it very well. Tanush Kotian was keen to give it a bit of air, but Rahul Tripathi has got tons of experience, and he made the most of that. Got a 6. He has been trying for that for a while. 11 runs already in this over, the 16th over. 1 delivery to go. A single to end over number 16. So that's the end of over number 16. It's 124 for 4. So final 4 overs coming up now. Finally a bit of seam up action now from income tax. We've got a healthy diet of spin so far. Just looking at the bowling card, got so many spinners rather. Close to 12 overs of spin. And finally a bit of seam. And the 12 overs of spin has been very, very productive for income tax because they've managed to keep the batters in check. Shahbaz Ahmed giving away 21 in his 4 overs, did not pick up a wicket. Parth Rekhade giving away 32 in his 4 overs, picked up a wicket. Tanush Kotian, a wicket in his 3 overs, which cost him 26 runs. Lalit Yadav gave away 10 runs in the only over that he bowled. And now it's up to Saurabh Dubey, who picked up 2 wickets in his first spell. He's coming back now over the wicket with his left arm medium pace. Not giving any kind of pace or width for Rahul Tripathi first up. Right then, Anukul Rai. What's he going to do here? What are his options? He needs to try and ensure that he maximizes the scoring here. Here we go. Over the wicket, Anukul Roy on strike. Short third man, short fine leg. Saurabh Dubey cannot afford to stray in line. Couldn't quite connect that one. Again a single. This is the thing, in the final few overs, you can't afford to stray in your line because a brief moment of indiscretion will result in major issues for your team. Here we go. Once again, Saurabh Dubey. Oh ho ho, moving around in the crease. Smartly done there by Saurabh Dubey. Followed the experienced campaigner Tripathi, and the change in pace completely outfoxed Tripathi. Tripathi will feel that he is missed out. Let's see what happens here. Again, played that uppishly over the backward point fielder, will get a boundary. Well done. This time he stood still. Rahul Tripathi stood still, waited and waited and waited, got his opportunity and spotted that there is no one behind that backward point fielder and got full value for that. That's what you need to do. You don't need to be too inventive, too innovative, because you can make the most of the field placings. Captains are forced to be a bit more circumspect. Again, change in pace, but there's a fielder there, a single. So boundary followed by a single without any trouble. They've already picked up 7 in this over. If Anukul Roy is able to round off this over with a big hit, that will be very good for BPCL. 131 for 4. after we are in the 17th over. Final delivery of this over. In the block hole, well done there by Saurabh Dubey. A single to end the over. It's 132 for 4 after 17. Okay, the 18th over about to get underway. Pankaj Jaiswal, who was a tad expensive if you look at the figures of the other bowlers, gave away 20 in his first couple of overs. He's back now for his final dash with the ball. Anukul Roy on strike, 132 for 4. Oh, just trying to overcompensate there. But the umpire, no call there from the umpire. Anukul Roy, in a way, gesturing to the umpire that it was close to the tram line. Rahul Tripathi also having a quick word with the umpire. Pankaj Jaiswal, in hindsight, will say that was smart work by me. Here we go once again. Taken on the full there. Couldn't quite connect that. Just a single. So a single of the second delivery. Now all eyes on Rahul Tripathi. What's he going to do here? Just looking at the field. Plenty of options for Rahul Tripathi. The cover region is unmanned. Pankaj Jaiswal is going to come round the wicket. Rahul Tewatia will position himself in the cover region. Long off has been brought into the circle. So if Tripathi is smart, he can look to play on the offside, inside out to get full value. Short delivery, but there's a fielder there. Will not be able to cut it out. So either way, scoring opportunities available for Rahul Tripathi and he's making the most of it. No pace at all, into the pitch, sat up and Tripathi took full toll of it. Got a boundary for that. He moves along to 48. A very important knock here by Rahul Tripathi, 48 of 35. He's struck 4 boundaries and 2 sixes. Where's he targeting now? This time couldn't quite time that change in pace. A single, 138 for 4. This partnership, slowly but surely, building hope for Bpcl. Already fetched 61 runs, this partnership. At one stage, they were 77 for 4 after the fall of the skipper, Shreyas Iyer, for 32. They needed this calm, collected approach of Rahul Tripathi with Anukul Roy, who's back on strike. He's on 22 of 16. Oh, full toss, missed that one completely. Swing and a miss. Having a look at the umpire, Anukul Roy, inquiring, excuse me sir, is that wide, no ball, give me something. The umpire has nothing to do with it. Just 5 runs off the bat plus a leg bye. It's been a very good over by Pankaj Jaiswal. Not easy at all, coming back after a long time and then coming in and bowling at the end. This time, surely, yes. This time the umpire is convinced. He agrees with Anukul Roy that that's a wide. Pankaj Jaiswal just overdoing that a bit. (139 for 4) BPCL. Anukul Roy is 22 of 17. Rahul Tripathi is 48 of 36. Pankaj Jaiswal now coming back for the final delivery of this over. Nicely done there. Fielder will take that one. Parth Rekhade. Easy catch there. Again threw that one a little wide. Couldn't resist the temptation. Anukul Roy. Very smartly done there by Pankaj Jaiswal. He had a fielder position. The ball went straight into the waiting hands of Parth Rekhade. That's wicket number 5. 139 for 5 after 18. Okay, last 2 overs of this innings coming up now. Saurabh Dubey will bowl out his full quota. He's given away 18 runs in his first 3 overs. (139 for 5). Rahul Tripathi is on 48 of 36. All eyes on him. What's he going to do? Saurabh Dubey. Widest delivery. But he'll fall here. Straight to the fielder at short third man. Again falling for the bait there. And nicely done. Very expertly done there. Caught by Rahul Tewatia, the skipper. So Rahul caught Rahul, bowled Dubey. Will have to walk back now for 48. Here was the opportunity for Rahul Tripathi to make more runs and apply pressure, but that was not to be. He has to walk back for 48. He's walking back disappointed, dejected. He had an opportunity there. The ball was thrown a bit wide. He went after it. He couldn't quite get the elevation and the distance. Straight to the fielder there, Rahul Tripathi, the skipper of income tax. Right then, Sahil Jadhav has walked out to the centre. He'll now be on strike. Saurabh Dubey once again, this time again thrown a bit wide. A single. Nonetheless, it was Chetan Sharma rather who took that single. He was the new man in. Chetan Sharma, as we all know, an illustrious name who played for India from 1984 to 1994. He's the new Chetan Sharma. Not called Chetan Sharma Jr., but Chetan Sharma. So, here we go. Once again, this time it's Sahil Jadhav who will be on strike for the first time in this contest. 10 deliveries left. Change in pace, hit back with some power. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Was that an opportunity? He's still writhing in pain there, is Saurabh Dubey. He's picked up 3 wickets with his left arm medium pace. That was an opportunity gone begging, but more importantly, if you are somebody from the income tax camp, dot ball. Just 1 run in this over so far. Short delivery. The fielder under it. Has he taken it? Yes, he has. Well done. Well done there. Running back from the cover region. Very well done. Couldn't quite control that one, Sahil Zadav. Only finding the fielder there. Very well done. So wicket number 6 falling here. Harvik Desai taking that catch. So 2 wickets in this 19th over, followed by the wicket previously in the previous over, that of Anukul Roy. So 3 quick wickets. Mini collapse here for Bpcl. Not quite what they were expecting when they were trying to maximize the final few overs. Well done by Pankaj Jaiswal in the previous over, and now Saurabh Dubey. They have completely dismantled. It's 140 for 7. New man in is Yash Gadia. One more left-hander. Again in the block hole. Well done there. Very well done there by Saurabh Dubey. A single. Yash Gadia doesn't have much of credentials to talk about as a batter. That's a load on the order. He has to try and see if he can give some more of the strike to Chetan Sharma, who's at the other end. But he also is not considered an adequate batter. So here we go. Final delivery of the 19th over coming up now. Chetan Sharma is on strike. What's it going to be? In the slot. What a strike by Chetan Sharma. What a response. In the cow corner region. A 6 to end over number 19. The score moves along to 147 for 7. Right in the slot, change in pace, spotted that and dispatched it for a mighty 6. 19 overs done, 147 for 7. Okay, final over coming up now. Pankaj Jaiswal will finish things off for income tax here. Again continuing with the strategy. Again the umpire is not keen to call it a wide. Chetan Sharma, Yash Gadia, all of them inquiring with the umpire. But the umpire has nothing to do with it. He feels that the batter is stretching to play the delivery, so the ball is in play. We saw that in the previous over by Jaiswal. Anukul Roy also had some queries. Now, here we go once again, Pankaj Jaiswal. Again the batters stretching for that one. Again the umpire is not keen to call it. This is interesting. Pankaj Jaiswal can keep doing this all day. Previous over we saw that this is the strategy that he's employed. Seeing some different tactics being employed by bowlers in this tournament. It shows the evolution of the T20 format, especially when it comes to bowlers. Again moving around, short delivery, missed that one completely. Go through for a bye, but Jaiswal decides against throwing the ball at the non-strikers, and smart thinking there by Jaiswal. But look at it. Just 1 run in this over so far. This is the final over of the innings. and that too coming by way of a bye. Terrific bowling by Pankaj Jaiswal. It's been tough going for the batters here at the DY Patil Stadium on the 5th day of the 20th DY Patil T20 Cup. Once again, Chetan Sharma is on 7, Yash Gadia is on 1, Bpcl is on 148 for 7. How much more can they get? 3 more deliveries to go. Just the right man at the crease now for Bpcl. Chetan Sharma, the previous over, the final delivery, he struck that for a fantastic 6. Can we get Chetan Sharma to go bang, bang, bang? Let's see. Down the leg side, surely, yes. This time the umpire is not going to be lenient. A wide call there, 149 for 7. He'll have to bowl that again, Pankaj Jaiswal. Not easy in this heat. What's his response going to be here? 149 for 7. They were hovering around this total in the projected score. There's an opportunity now for Chetan Sharma. Can he go inside out? In the block hole! He's not going inside out, he's going out of the ground. That's wicket number 8. Fantastically done there by Pankaj Jaiswal. In the block hole. And Chetan Sharma has to walk back. That's his stay, done and dusted. Very well done there by Pankaj Jaiswal, who picks up a second wicket. And out walks Sylvester D'Souza. With just 2 deliveries to go in this innings. For a while when Anukul Roy and Rahul Tripathi were batting, it seemed like there was an opportunity to try and maximize the scoring. But once Anukul Roy departed, it's been a collapse. It's been a steady fall of wickets, and Bpcl have never been able to recover from that. It's 149 for 8 with just 2 deliveries left in this innings. Sylvester D'Souza is the new man in. He's ready to face Pankaj Jaiswal. What's it going to be? Watch out. Oh, what was that? What was that? He's trying to play some kind of a shot there. Only Sylvester D'Souza will be able to explain. He was trying to play a lap shot or a dil scoop. Turned the bat handle and tried to play that towards the short third man region. But got a single nonetheless. That brings up the 150 for Bpcl. 150 for 8. And now, here is Pankaj Jaiswal with the final delivery of this innings. Yash Gadia will be on strike. How is he going to respond to this challenge now? Final delivery. Again moving around, missing it completely. A leg bye to end the innings at 151 for 8 after 20 overs. So income tax will have to step out to score 152 for a win here. Terrific effort by the income tax spinners and the fast bowlers. That's the batting card, the only bright spot there. Rahul Tripathi making 48 and the skipper chipping in as well with useful runs. In terms of bowling, it was Saurabh Dubey and Pankaj Jaiswal who picked up 6 wickets between them, and the spinners did a fair job controlling the flow of runs. So that's the mini scorecard. Bpcl post 151 for 8 in their 20 overs. Income tax need 152 to win this contest. We'll be back soon with their response.
Welcome back to the live coverage on Jio Hotstar and the second innings where income tax batters are out there now. 151 is what Bpcl managed by the end of 20 overs, and it is going to be 152 runs for income tax to win this game. It is going to be Mahipal Lomro on one end, and on the other end we will see Hardik Desai. 152. How is Bpcl going to defend that? A good innings by Rahul Tripathi, Shreyas Iyer, and the others pitching in to put up a good total. The only thing that we all thought was the ball is not coming onto the bat nicely. It's coming very late, and that is where the bowlers did a fabulous job, be it spinners, be it the pacers. Everybody has put in so great efforts from income tax to put up a show like this and restricting Bpcl to only 151. Let's just and the impact player Mahipal Lomro comes out to bat. Hardik Desai and Mahipal Lomro. You might even see Gaurav Jathar coming in quickly. Maybe he's all padded up. Rahul Tripathi with 48, Eknath Kerkar with 28, Shreyas Iyer captain 32 runs, Anukul Roy adding another handsome 22 runs. All the contributions by the bowlers were excellent. Saurav Dubey just missing his fifer, and the first runs on the leg side. Sandeep Sharma to begin, but not a great delivery to begin here. Oh, look at that. Not at all a great delivery to start off. 5 runs gifted and credited even before the over started. Sandeep Sharma. When you are defending 151 and you are gifting 5 runs like this, much better. I think this was the line that he wanted to bowl. Sometimes it does happen that you don't start a great day at work, and that is what happened with Sandeep Sharma. Eknath Kerkar behind the stumps with the gloves. And how the progress is going to be. Looks like a good start for income tax. This one's in the air. For a little bit of time it looked like it will be a risky shot, but then again into the gap as well. So expensive figures that Sandeep Sharma starts with on the first 2 deliveries. And it will be a happy-go-lucky boundary there. Nicely timed, and 4 more runs credited to income tax. But meanwhile, Sandeep Sharma has to make a comeback, and that too quickly, because this is power play over. Anything that is over-pitched or short of the length or even on the leg side, Mahipal Lomro has shown us the variety of shots that he gets. Shreyas Iyer, the captain there, Captain Cool. always with that thoughtful mind. Oops, stress. Oh, this is great shot. That is a wonderful strike into the stands there. That will be half a dozen for income tax to add. What a lovely shot, the Midas touch. Not much of a footwork, but it was enough for him to get into the position. The backswing using the pace of the bowler for that big one. But that elegance in the touch made all the difference here to get those 6 runs. This is wonderful start from income tax. Mahipal Lomro, the man on fire. 1 boundary and 1 6 with the bat, and of course the first ball, a wide and a byes that came in. Already 15 runs of this over, goes right around the wicket, and this time a soft dismissal. Sandeep Sharma is back. Changes the side and changes the fortune for himself. A slower one, and that edge, I think, no, not the edge, but he did open the face of the bat, but couldn't time this one, and an easy catch for Sandeep Sharma. What a drama, what a first over drama that we are witnessing here. First a wide and byes, gifting 5 runs, then a boundary from Mahipal Lomro, then a 6er, then a wicket. Almost everything that we've seen, anything that we've missed, we've seen the boundary, we've seen the 6er, we've seen the wicket, we've seen the wide ball and boundary coming on that with byes. Almost everything that has been witnessed in the first over. Anuj Rawat, again, we saw the previous match innings of Anuj, where he got a half century as well. In the first match, didn't quite get the runs, the opening match against Reliance on the very first day. But then I think it was on Wednesday where he struck the chords right in his batting. And I think that time it was more to do with the left arm batters. First over gone, 15 for 1. Thanks. $15 runs for the loss of 1 wicket after that end of first over. Now Harvik Desai comes on the strike and will face the first ball of his innings. Nicely put it into the gap. The ball will give a tough time to the fielders who are chasing it, and it will go for a boundary. Very relaxed. Harvik Desai, look at that, goes on to the back foot, opens the full face of the bat and times it to perfection in between the gap and towards the extra covers boundary. That shot is welcomed with 4 runs. Good line there, straight to the fielder. Chetan Sharma at the long mid-on. Another one straight to the fielder. But it's just nice foot movement that we are watching from Harvik Desai on every ball. The way he's bending to reach the ball, the bat swing, and there it is. Couple of steps ahead of the crease and goes for a big one. Clears the 30-yard circle easily. And that's a boundary to be added. 23 for 1, and look at that. Always busy with the front foot. And a good footwork there. Reads the ball quickly. Anticipates well. Again. See, again, this is the quality of Harvik Desai. Even in the crease, he's looking to do something. And even when he's, receiving the ball, it's the footwork that is important. And that's again slashed away for a boundary. More than power, he loves timing. 2 overs gone, 27 for 1. Look at that elegant touch. And there it goes. 27 for 1 after the end of 2 overs. So the runs are coming at ease for income tax. Other than 1 wicket from Sandeep Sharma, he's been brought to the attack even if he was on the expensive end. But again, experience backs him. But Anuj Rawat finding the gap for a fuller delivery. Comes again on to the front foot. This was much fuller by Sandeep Sharma. And easily put that into the gap. Love the way he plays the cover drives with the head very still, very focused, eyes on the ball. And this time tempted to just go for it. And that extra bit of pace from Sandeep Sharma. Nicely received behind the stumps from the keeper Eknath Kerkar. Anuj Rawat will have to be a little careful. I mean, many a times he just goes for it, doesn't think twice. This time straight to the fielder, direct hit was required. And Harvik Desai was running at the danger end. A good call responded by Harvik. The call, of course, was from Anuj, but it was nicely responded by Harvik. And that is where the hand-eye coordination is very important. If you're calling, there has to be that understanding between the two players while taking runs like these, because this is almost stealing a run in front of the fielders. Slower one. This is where he can change the pace so easily. A smile on his face says it a lot. Because Harvik Desai would expect that extra bit of pace coming onto him, and suddenly the gears are changed. Lovely thinking by Sandeep Sharma. Only a boundary till now from Anuj Rawat in this over. After that, a leg bye given. This one's wider to that off stump and reaches it to the ball with full stretch of the body. Just opening the blade of the bat little bit, but not the complete face. Look at that. Here he would be a little more lucky, because if the ball would have hit the top edge, then there was a short third standing to take a catch. But Harvik Desai almost on his toes to reach that ball. He's got a good height, and that's why he could reach to that ball nicely. Boundary again. Slower one. And I think it should be a single to end the over. So Harvik and Anuj looking good in the center. 3 overs gone, 37 for 1. Three overs gone, 37 for 1. Anuj Rawat and Harvik Desai looking very good in the center. Mahipal Lomro in fact started off pretty well with 1 boundary and 1 6. But then Sandeep Sharma just surprising him with the change of the side as well as the pace. And an easy caught and bowled by Sandeep Sharma. (37 for 1) after the end of 3 overs. Harvik Desai and Anuj Rawat. Low full toss ball that he starts off with. And straight to the deep square leg region. (38 for 1). I think a lot of runs were gifted right from the start because it never looked like there is a challenge that bowlers are throwing at the batters. They've done well with just 1 wicket, but then again, if you are defending a total of 152, then right from the start you need to tighten all the ends just to make sure that there is no gap that is created. Sylvester D'Souza, again one of the finest bowlers, but again it will be important to see how much of the attack that he is planning from his bowling. No doubt he's done well, but right now you need quick wickets, early breakthroughs. Just puts the opposition in some thought. Slower one, played nicely. Reaching out to the ball and only a single that they will get. And again, Anuj Rawat, initially it looked like Anuj Rawat is just going on every ball, but then probably a discussion between Harvik and Anuj did happen, and that is where you can suddenly see the body language changing from Anuj Rawat. He's moving more onto the back foot, trying to wait for the ball rather than to go for a ball, because couple of balls he missed it that way. With no thought, he just went on the ball. And that is where, as I was saying in the first innings as well, the ball is not actually that easily coming onto the bat. So they'll have to be careful. And this time straight down the ground, nicely done by Harvik Desai. This is just good looking shot. Again, taking the leg stump guard, moving in towards the off stump, opens the face of the bat, and the footwork, all that he's done is inside that crease only. If you see on this particular ball, we'll have that look again, especially with the footwork. When you're just moving that, your footsteps inside that crease, how well you can do that. It was a great example from Harvik Desai, because he's almost taking the guard of the leg stump, and then again suddenly that back leg just moves towards the off stump and then comes in the right position to hit that ball nicely. Look there, once again. Let's have a look at that replay. He's taken the guard of leg stump. Now look at the back foot. It just comes and nicely creates that position for himself to hit the ball, and that is where I'm saying that he's very well anticipating it. He reads the ball very well. Harvik Desai there. 43 for 1. Just one ball remaining in this over. So good power play over till now for Income Tax. Slower one, change of pace, and that should be the end of Sylvester D'Souza's over, and it is 4 overs gone, 43 for 1. Of yet another over. So this time, the power play has been really good for Income Tax. Not a big total that they are targeting or chasing. In fact, the current run rate, look at that on screen. It's more than 10, almost reaching to 11. Wide ball here. And that extras, again, they'll have to be really careful because it's all started with the very first ball and then a boundary now. So you got a ball, extra ball, and even that boundary. That is rubbing salt on the wound. Runs are coming at ease, and Income Tax looking very firm and very strong. Chance there. Oh, the ball falling very short. Akhil Herwadkar. Not a great day with the bat, but came out to bowl early. Spin bowling introduced by Shreyas Iyer. He would have felt really bad for himself in the earlier innings in the first over. It all was a plan of 5 balls that was bowled, and then the 6th one, and this time again steps out of the crease Anuj Rawat, and there he goes for one more boundary. And in the first innings where you were looking that runs were getting dried up, here it is easily coming with some good batting by these two. That's a great fielding. That's a very good fielding. Manish Pandey there on the field. 53 for 1, last ball of this over. Akhil Herwadkar. This time lofts it in the air, and what a lovely shot that is. Again, very prompt onto that footwork. Goes on to the back foot. Gets to the angle of the ball. And a lovely hit in the air. That will be a couple of bounces before it reaches the boundary rope. End of 5 overs, 57 for 1, and a change in the commentary box with Chandresh Narayanan coming for the further overs.
So hectic start in the power play, 57 for 1. Anuj Rawat once again using the bat like a sledgehammer. He's in a hurry. He wants to finish this off in double quick time. One more boundary. Look at that. Just moves across and bludgeons the ball to the long on fence. The score moves along quickly in the power play to 61 for 1. While Bpcl were batting, it seemed very difficult to get going for the batters. But right now, the way income tax have begun, it's fantastic going. Anuj Rawat, he's batting superbly. 4 boundaries already in his knock of 18. Harvik Desai has struck 6 boundaries. So both these batters are dealing in boundaries right now. Mahipal Lomror was the opener. He also struck a boundary and a 6 before he departed. It's been a tremendous start. The required runs has already come down to 91. Wide call, very easy call for the umpire. Sylvester D'Souza is clearly under pressure here. He's trying to second guess the batter, Anuj Rawat. This is pressure time for the Bpcl bowlers. Testing time for the skipper, Shreyas Iyer as well. Sylvester D'Souza will need to get his radar right. He cannot afford to lose his shape here once again. Shot is delivery. Done nicely there. But there's a fielder there at deep point. Looking for a couple of runs. Will get it quite easily. Very well done there. Anuj Rawat and Harvik Desai putting pressure on the fielder there, Rahul Tripathi. Just a bit slow in retrieving the ball and throwing it back. That allows opportunity to Anuj Rawat to pick up 2 more runs. It's 64 for 1. Here we go again. Change in pace, spotted that quickly. We'll get 1 more run. This over has already fetched 7 runs off the bat plus a wide. The asking rate, look at that. The asking rate is just about 6 runs and over. So they've already surpassed the asking rate. And the current rate is close to 12 runs and over. That can happen when you're batting in the power play. What's the target in the minds of the income tax batters? How soon or quickly do they want to achieve this target? Sylvester D'Souza will come in once again. Harvik Desai is on 26 of 14. What a strike, straight down the ground. 1 bounce into the fence. It doesn't get more safe than this. Fantastic strike by Harvik Desai. The score moves along to 69 for 1. Change in pace, spotted it quite early. Became very easy for Harvik Desai to line up the plays that he wanted to target. And he dispatched the ball quite promptly. 69 for 1. Harvik Desai is moved along to 30. 1 more delivery to go in the power play. Here we go. Short delivery, couldn't quite time it well. That's the end of the power play. It's 69 for 1. Right then, more spin from Akhil Herwadkar. He's coming on to ball once again from the pavilion end. This is the first over after power play. Field restrictions don't apply anymore. 83 more runs needed in 84 deliveries. A slip in place, that's interesting, from Shreyas Iyer. That's an attacking move. Anuj Rawat drives that one, will get a single. It's precisely for that particular region, of that particular reason that Akhil Herwadkar had a slip in place, because sometimes as the left-hander is trying to drive or a batter is trying to drive, there's an opportunity for an outside edge that can be grasped by the slip fielder. Now the slip fielder has been moved out. He's been moved to short mid-wicket region. Let's see what happens here. Akhil Herwadkar once again. Bowled in, neck and crop. That's the breakthrough that Bpcl were looking for. It comes in the form of a clean bowl dismissal. Harvik Desai, the set batter, has been bowled neck and crop by Akhil Herwadkar. The breakthrough finally coming the way of Bpcl after a fantastic stand between Anuj Rawat and Harvik Desai. Worth 55 runs has been cut short here. Now they can breathe a lot easier. Pramod Chandila is the new man in. He's walked in at the fall of Harvik Desai. A lucky break here for Akhil Herwadkar. He's done his job so far. Anuj Rawat's on 22 at the other end. His job is clear. He'll need to stay there as long as possible because he's the set batter. Pramod Chandila, right then. How is he going to respond? Interestingly, there's no fielder close in like we had for Anuj Rawat. Pramod Chandila, fairly well spread out field, including a short fine leg and short mid wicket. Could Shreyas Iyer go to Sandeep Sharma in the next over? Starts off with a sweep shot. Interesting option chosen by Pramod Chandila to get off the mark. Still no sign of the slip fielder. But changes in the field for the left-handed Anuj Rawat. Short fine leg, short third man rather, and backward point. Ooh, missing that one completely. This has been a very good over so far by Akhil Herwadkar. Picked up just 2 runs in this over, have income tax. Once again, sweeps that one behind square. Will get a boundary. What a sharp shot there by Anuj Rawat. Smart shot. Realized that there's no fielder there in the fine leg region. Made the most of the opportunity. Kept the ball down and kept it fine. Got a boundary there. So that should ease some of the nerves that we have cropped up in the income tax camp. Once again, back-to-back boundaries. Akhil Herwadkar losing his shape there. Again drifting down the leg side. And easy picking there for Anuj Rawat. It's 79 for 2 now after 7 overs. So we are back again. 73 more runs needed in 78 deliveries. Naman Pushpak is the new man in with the ball. And Shreyas Iyer is continuing to position himself in the slips for Pramod Chandila, who's just walked in the previous over. Let's see what happens here. First over for Naman. Plays that one watchfully. Pramod Chandila can afford to take a bit of time. But one eye will also be on the net run rate, because that also matters in the end. Switch hit attempted, will get a boundary. Smartly done that. In the Bpcl innings, we saw Rahul Tripathi doing something similar, targeting the backward point region, and this is something similar that Pramod Chandila has tried, and he's got full value for that. So the run flow continues. It's 83 for 2. Taken on the full on the leg side this time. A single will accrue just behind square. Right then, it's going to be interesting to see how Anuj Rawat approaches this now. Shreyas Iyer, he has got plenty to think about here. Should he be looking at bringing Sandeep Sharma for an over to try and get Anuj Rawat's scalp, or even affect another breakthrough here? Or is he going to bank on the spinners from here on? Let's see some changes in the field. Slip in place. Skipper Shreyas Iyer will be positioning himself there. Anuj Rawat. Naman Pushpak will continue. Up in the air. Fielder coming under it. Grasses it. That was an opportunity, but a tough one. Fantastic work there. The fielder still not recovered from it. Ran after it. Almost got to it. But in the end, that was that was Rahul Tripathi there, who gave it everything. Everything that he had. The ball went high up in the air, but in the end, couldn't quite hold on to it. A life for Anuj Rawat. He moves along to 31 of 20. This time once again, but straight to the fielder, the same fielder, Rahul Tripathi. One delivery left in the 8th over. It's 85 for 2. The tactic of having the slip in place is working now for Shreyas Iyer. A dot delivery to end over number 8. It's 85 for 2 after 8. Okay, here we go. Over number 9. Akhil Erwadkar to continue. And almost a collision there between the batters. Thankfully, they were not running at full pace. Single. Chandila's on 5. Anuj Rawat's on 32. Income tax is on 86 for 2. One more run added to the total. Akhil Erwadkar is in his 3rd over. The skipper has shown a lot of confidence in him. Let's see if he can deliver. He's already picked up a wicket. He's done half the job that his skipper expected him to do. 65 more runs needed. Oh, huge appeal there. Given. Anuj Rawat almost checking with his partner, but then realizing review is not there. But that's a big wicket, big wicket. Big wicket for Bpcl. Akhil Erwadkar striking once again. Picking up the set batter, Anuj Rawat. And that's a body blow for income tax. They are now 87 for 3. Beaten all ends up there. Trapped right in front. Easy call for the umpire. And he's got to walk back, Anuj Rawat. He's been dismissed for 32 of 22 deliveries. 6 boundaries in that innings. And now we are on to the all-rounders. Starting out with the skipper, Rahul Tewatia. And then we've got a plethora of all-rounders that income tax depend on. 69 in 69 now needed. Let's see what happens from here on. Straight away, Rahul Tewatia will be in the line of fire. Shreyas Iyer marshalling his resources. He's going to position himself in the slip region. Changes galore in the field. Wants to get the field positions absolutely clear. Akhil Erwadkar, the man with the golden arm. Can he strike few more body blows and open this game up inside out? Rahul Tewatia going for a quick single, but no damage done. That was a risky run first up. Now, why would you need to take that risk? It's beyond me. The asking rate is 5.6. You've got plenty of time in this contest. You don't need to push things further. That was quite unwarranted. Right then, Pramod Chandila once again. 2 fairly new batters at the crease. Quicker delivery from Akhil Erwadkar. Forcing the batter on the back foot, but no damage done, no run taken. 88 for 3 once again. Final delivery of the 9th over. A single, or will he push for a second? Tewatia is keen. So couple of runs to end over number 9. It's 90 for 3. Naman Pushpak to continue, and the skipper still continuing to be in the slip region. Rahul Tewatia, what's his strategy going to be over here? Starts off watchfully. Rahul Tewatia is no stranger to the situation. He's been in these kind of situations multiple times in the IPL. He's got plenty of experience. Oh, huge appeal there. The only one appealing there is Shreyas Iyer. The bowler and the keeper just not interested. That appeal was more out of hope than anything. Again, we're seeing a batter trying to play a reverse shot. Short delivery. Pounces on it, just a single of the 3rd delivery. The fact that only 1 run has come of the first 3 deliveries. How is Pramod Chandila going to respond to this challenge now? 2 quick wickets, that of the set batters, Harvik Desai and Anuj Rawat. Slip still in place for Pramod Chandila. Pushpak into ball. Nice inside out shot, but there's a fielder there sweeping. 92 for 3. Rahul Tewatia, all eyes on him. He can hit a mean ball. He's quite capable of doing that. That's why you see the long on is fairly straight. Now being moved out. But still straightish in nature. But that's not enough. The long off fielder, meanwhile, will just watch the ball sail next to him over the fence. So Rahul Tewatia show has begun at the D.Y. Patil Stadium. In the slot, danced down the track and got full value for it. 8 runs in this over. The final delivery of the 10th over coming up now. Taken on the full again. Will get a single to end over number 10. At the halfway stage, it's 99 for 3. Over to Bpcl next.
Thank you, Chandresh. 99 for 3. 10 overs that have gone in and some good batting that we have seen till now. That's why never ever, even if the wicket has gone in, the pressure has not really been built up. But Shreyas Iyer still hoping that, with the way he is now switching his bowlers, making sure that the field is intact, hoping to get some results from here as well, from the bowlers. He himself is standing at the first slip. Look at that turn. Akhil Herwadkar. Lovely turn there. Rahul Tewatia coming on to the front foot. And the ball just moving away from him. There is a good chance in this scenarios that an outside edge, if it is taken, either it will go to the wicket keeper or the first slip. And that's why Shreyas taking that first slip cordon, and now he moves out of that slip area, I guess. We just saw him moving more on the outfield. I think he's at the short mid wicket. Shreyas Iyer. Look at that. Another wonderful strike of the ball. And now I think major work that was to be done was done by the openers who came in early, and I think everybody had their knocks. To talk about Mahipal Lomro's short cameo, you talk about a wonderful partnership of Anuj Rawat and Harvik Desai. So 10 runs for Mahipal Lomro, 30 for Harvik, 32 for Anuj. And then now it is Pramod Chandila and Rahul Tewatia. So the contest didn't really kept on building up. End of the over, 11 overs gone, 101 for 3. So now then change in the bowling. And this time Pramod goes over the top and welcomes Naman Pushpak with a big sixer. What a lovely hit that is from Pramod Chandila on the very first ball. Another reverse sweep that he wants to go for straight to the fielder. So Naman Pushpak, if you're wondering who is he, one of the players of India under-19 squad, that he was and he is a young lad who's been put to bowl right now by Shreyas. Another one straight on to the stumps and takes a wicket here. Just 20 years old, Naman Pushpak strikes a nice balance in his wonderful spell. Pramod Chandila again trying to charge up on him, and the bails are on the ground. That is where it doesn't lose his cool even after he's gone for those big six in the very first ball. The way Pramod Chandila welcomed him, but still keeps his cool and still makes sure that he is doing what is required right now for the team. And he's to be seen as the young lad who is doing so well for Mumbai domestic cricket, Naman Pushpak. Shahbaz Ahmed will come in. Couple of deliveries still remaining for Naman Pushpak. So Naman Pushpak, basically a Mumbai cricketer who's India's under-19 squad in 2025, a replacement player that he was looked for. The leg break googly bowler. Had a great one early in his career. Took a fifer for Mumbai in the Reliance Men's Under-19 All India Invitation Tournament. And he's also listed in the 2026 IPL, but till now there is no news on that. Plays for Bpcl, of course. That's all we know about him. End of 12 overs, 109 for 4. So now there will be a change in the bowling as well. As you can see, Rahul Tewatia wearing the helmet again. So are we going to see some pace attack coming back? And it looks like Chetan Sharma has been called for the mission right now. Right now it is 43 runs needed in 48. From here on, if the easy runs start coming in, then Bpcl will move away from that zone that they have created where the runs are not easily coming right now. But I think that is where now Captain Shreyas Iyer thinks that he should get a pacer, Chetan Sharma, and get him a wicket here, because a breakthrough here is very important. Shahbaz Ahmed couple of deliveries that he's faced, not yet opened the account, but Rahul Tewatia, captain, has a responsibility to take care of. Starts off with a dot ball, Chetan Sharma. Till now, the spinners have done a decent job in those middle overs for BPCL. But then, if you have to put some action onto the record, then you will have to keep on getting wickets at the regular intervals, because that is the only way you are choking the opposition. Now then, shot of the length, straight to the long on region at Sandeep Sharma, guarding that area. Look at that. Very soon he'll be onto the IPL camp as well. Busy schedule for all these cricketers for the next 2 to 3 months. It's 110 up with every run. Income tax is inching closer to the final number on the target board. But is it going to be that easy? Was an appeal, and I think there was some bat on it, because there is no signal from the umpire for a leg bye or anything else, and that's why that appeal was refused. Chetan Sharma again, he's been brought because he's a wicket taking bowler, and Shreyas wants him to pick yet another wicket from here on. That is it. It is in the air. How long, how far, and that's a wicket. I told you he's a wicket taking bowler, and that's the reason he's been put on to the job. Rahul Tewatia, I think he was nowhere in the position. He wanted to hit that onto the leg side, probably targeting the square leg or the mid-wicket area. The ball just takes the top edge of the bat and flies towards the deep third region, where the fielder was just waiting for the ball to fly in and land into his hands. Another wicket goes down, and that is where Shreyas Iyer's captaincy is going to raise the eyebrows of the income tax batters now. What will be the message from the coach to the batsman who is coming now? Because that is going to be very important. That conversation is going to be very important. Lalit Yadav has come in, and Shahbaz Ahmed and Lalit Yadav probably needs to spend a couple of seconds there to just nod each other with the thought process that they are thinking right now. 5 wickets gone, and still from here on it looks like the game is still not tilted to any of the sides. Probably couple of more overs where we'll come to know that how much BPCL has been able to put that required pressure onto the income tax team, and that is where we all are waiting for actually. The job that was given to Chetan Sharma, he completes that with Shreyas Iyer trusting him to get him for a spell. This is wider to that off stump, and a wonderful dive that will just reduce the force that was there on the ball and the speed that was there on the ball, which was racing towards that squarer area. One last ball to be bowled in this over. Shahbaz Ahmed, he's taking his own time, and that is okay, but right now 40 runs of 43 deliveries, that is what is keeping everyone interested and everyone in the check for this game. That will be only a single to end the over. 13 overs gone, and it's 113 for 5. So till now, if you've seen Sandeep Sharma, Anukul Roy, Sylvester D'Souza, Akhil Herwadkar, Naman Pushpak, all these bowlers have been used. And they go back to Naman Pushpak, who's got the wicket in the previous over. Again, there's a lot that has been given as a responsibility to Naman. And this time straight to that extra covers region. You still have a good batting lineup. The depth of income tax batting is good. You still have Gaurav Jathar. You still have Tanush Kotian, Parth Rekhade. You know, you have these three strong batters who are waiting in the queue. But right now, income tax will be only hoping that Lalit Yadav and Shahbaz Ahmed eases down that pressure. So now if you see, Naman Pushpak is almost to the end of his spell because this is the fourth over. Akhil Herwadkar has been completed, he has completed his spell. Sylvester D'Souza has 2 more overs. Anukul Roy has 3 more overs. Sandeep Sharma has 2 more overs. And Chetan Sharma has just bowled the previous over. So there are some good bowling options that Shreyas Iyer would like to try. But important is who is he planning to get immediately? Probably over of Sandeep Sharma, because again the kind of experience that he has, the kind of pressure that he can put and quick wicket taker, or he's still going to continue that spinners. And this time again in the air, the batsman didn't quite reach the ball in fielder didn't quite reach the ball in time. And now that is where I'm talking about the bowlers, how he is going to switch. Probably 1 over of Sandeep Sharma just to get that quick wicket, a big responsibility that can be given to him, because right now Naman's spell is getting exhausted. So you will not see Naman again coming out to bowl because this is the 4th over of his spell. And there will be some change. So probably 1 more over after this, he might again call in Chetan Sharma. But after Chetan Sharma, who is going to be that? Is it going to be Anukul Roy? Is it going to be Sandeep Sharma? That will be an interesting move to see. Because it is that one moment where you have to take a wicket here. And this is going to go neck to neck. It is going to be a good nail biter. But meanwhile, just to relax off these things, there is a boundary towards the extra covers region at the end of the over. That's a lovely cover drive, good use of the feet, opening the face of the bat, and there the ball goes. 14 overs gone, 120 for 5. So Chetan Sharma has been called back to the bowling end, and after Chetan Sharma's over, it will be interesting to see who is Shreyas Iyer getting. But meanwhile, let's focus on this over, and Lalit Yadav doing the right thing on the last ball where he got a boundary, and this time Shahbaz Ahmed goes for half a dozen. A wonderful strike, short of the length delivery, and gets a nice bat swing to take the ball out of the rope. A slower one that was picked up nicely by Chetan Sharma, Shahbaz Ahmed. Oh, that is lovely batting. And now probably both of these batters realize that let's go in for big shots. There is Gaurav Jathar, there is Tanush Kotian. But meanwhile, if we can finish the job, why need to get a new batter in? Shahbaz Ahmed on fire. In no time, now it is no pressure. Because only 20 runs you want in hand. And that is some explosive batting by Shahbaz Ahmed. It started with the previous over, where on the last ball Lalit Yadav with that wonderful cover drive, and this time it's Shahbaz Ahmed. 2 big sixes back to back. What a start to this Chetan Sharma's over. Another one, nice touch, good thinking there. Rotates the strike, brings Lalit Yadav. Not an easy life of a bowler, because the batsmen are always going to charge on them, especially in that T20 format. Chetan Sharma, 13 runs already in this over in just 3 deliveries. Another one, this one just nips in, and I'm sure it's hurt his right hand or probably the finger, because this just bounced and just came nipping into him. Almost on the toes to play that one, but he will feel the pain. Not sure whether he's going to call for physio. I don't think so. He's wearing the gloves back. That's a good sign. Lalit Yadav. 19 runs more to go. A bouncer that is above his head, and that will be called wide, and also one for the over. So a couple of these bouncers that have just surprised, and I think this is where the bowlers want to challenge the batters. 134 for 5, couple of deliveries more, and how early are they trying to finish this one? Looks like the gears have been changed. Looks like the mood is now to just finish this off quickly. 32 balls remaining, where we were running neck to neck. Now it is bit of a misfield that will allow the, oh no, it's only a single. I thought they will go for the second one, but they are happy with one, and probably right thinking also, because we have too many deliveries to be bowled at, and we don't need that many runs, that you have to take that chance of getting the second one also. 135 for 5, 17 more needed. That previous deliveries, especially the first two by Chetan Sharma, the last ball of this earlier over on, what a shot again. This is sixer number 3 in this over. 141 for 5 after the end of 15 overs. Look at that shot once again. Goes on the top, goes in the air, and goes for half a dozen. Sixer to Shahbaz Ahmed. 141 for 5 after 15 overs. What a lovely shift of gears there it is from Shahbaz Ahmed. 3 sixes in that Chetan Sharma's over, leaving that over in a very expensive mode. If the shopping cart of Chetan Sharma's previous over, if you have to see, there will be 3 sixes in that baggage. And I think that is where income tax batters makes it very clear. We are here to finish now. Just give finishing touches. 10 runs needed only. Anukul Rai has been brought back to the attack. A couple of overs before, when it was looking that, the plans that Shreyas Iyer is deploying will create that thrilling moment, probably create some suspense into the game. But then Shahbaz Ahmed had other plans, And this one's clever bowling. But he is back in the crease. Oh no, it is not. It is a wide ball for sure given by the umpire, but also a stumping behind the stump. So they lose a wicket here. Lalit Yadav trying to chase that ball which was bowled way outside the off stump. And it was intended because as soon as he saw Lalit Yadav charging, that's the best you can do, being alert on the moves of the batsman's footwork. The story comes to an end for Lalit Yadav in this match. So now who is going to come? Gaurav Jathar with number 15 jersey. He's come walking so fast as if Gaurav was waiting for his chance to bat there. Wonderful human being. Amazing player. And now Shreyas Iyer thinking out of the box by bringing in two slips. He himself is standing in the first slip. For Gaurav Jathar, but Gaurav again clever, gets a single on the leg side. Sandeep Sharma, the fielder there, moves out of that slip area where he had got Manish Pandey also. Manish Pandey and Shreyas Iyer both were guarding that first and second slip, but now even on the first slip there is will that be a soft dismissal? Manish Pandey takes a diving effort and a soft dismissal of Shabad Ahmed. What even was he planning to play? Look at that. Good flight given and the ball lands straight into the hands of Manish Pandey. So 2 wickets for Anukul Roy in this over, and Bpcl still sees a ray of hope in this game. Lovely, lovely there by Manish Pandey. So that will, I think, bring in Tanush Kotian. So it is not Tanush, is it? Yes, it is Tanush Kotian. So fairly now a new batting pair that has come in. The two batters in the quick succession had to come on the field. Again, he goes with 2 slips. It's just mind games that Shreyas is playing here. And it's good to see from the captain by making such moves straight in the hands of the fielder. Tanush right now at the striker's end. Last ball of the over. 7 runs more needed. Straight down the ground, a single to end the over. It will be 146 by the end of 16 overs with 7 wickets back in the dugout. So now it comes to the final 6 runs, and will that 6 runs come quickly? Because you have 24 more deliveries, but I don't think so. That Gaurav and Tanush, the kind of batters they are, they will take 4 overs to get 6 runs. But you never know if suddenly 1 more wicket goes down. Rahul Tripathi. Now it's another new bowler to start, and the leg slip also. It's a clean board. Oh God, are we seeing a twist in the tail for 6 remaining runs? Shreyas, Manish Pandey, Rahul Tripathi, Eknath Kelkar, everybody just coming and enjoying this wicket. Rahul Tripathi himself, look at the smile on his face, look at the happiness that he's got by getting Tanush Kotian out. Wanted to go for a sweep, and again leg slip comes in place. It's just mind games that are working fine for BPCL right now. Look at that. Goes to Gaurav Jatar, smiles at him, then again enjoys with the team. Lovely. Shreyas also in that mood of good smile with Rahul. Everybody just comes in and just celebrates that wicket. Oh God, just 6 runs and you see what's happening? Rahul Tripathi on fire with the first ball that is bowled. Lovely. And it is going to be a moment where even Eknath Kelkar will not stop now. He will go and exchange some words with the new man who's come in, Parth Rekhade. Parth Rekhade will be having a great day today. What a lovely catch that he took to get Shreyas Iyer back in the dugout. This is wider to the crease but straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. So there is something that is cooking. Only the chef knows what's that special one coming. The captain producing something different here with the bowlers. Rahul Tripathi, I think he will be in a very much good mood today. And this time he finally finds a gap to just take a single here. And that is exactly what you need to do. Why to take pressure? Why so serious? You can still do it with singles. No hand. There is no rule that if you have to finish with a boundary or a sixer. In cricket, only do what is required. Don't try to do anything what is not required. And I think Tanush Kotian wanted to go for that sweep shot. Probably he's looking at the gap between the deep square leg and the mid wicket. But again, the ball was bowled very slow. And the bat came in early and then the ball went and hit the stumps. Look at that smiling man today. Rahul Tripathi. And an excellent over also till now. Just 1 runs. And the last ball to be bowled. It's a no ball given. A free hit as well. This comes to Rahul Tripathi's surprise, a no ball. Is it more to do with the placement of the fielders? I think that is the discussion that is going on. So, couple of deliveries still remaining in this over. And that would be a sigh of relief with the free hit coming in. Wide ball. Now only 3 runs needed. Straight to mid off. Another dot ball. Good flighted delivery, played it on to the leg side, and that should be a single to end the over. So after the end of 17 overs is 150 up for income tax. 2 runs needed more. Here we go once again now. Just 2 runs. First ball. Anukul Roy, who took 2 wickets and created that small moment in the previous over, where then Rahul Tripathi continued that with a wicket on the very first ball, has been brought back to the attack, just chipped it in the air, and those also will be the winning runs. So there it is, income tax continue their winning streak in this 20th edition of DY Patil T20. Income tax wins the game by 2 wickets, and this is the talking point of the town today. Harvik Desai 30, Anuj Rawat 32, Pramod Chandila another cameo of 17, Rahul Tewatia another 12, Shahbaz Ahmed, that major pressure breakthrough was given by Shahbaz. What's up with the bowlers? Yes, Anukul Roy couple of wickets, Akhil Hedwadkar more too, and Sandeep Sharma with a wicket. That's it from the commentary, and we'll now head to the post-match presentation very soon.
Check, check. 1, 2, 3, check.
Hello. A very good afternoon to you all and welcome to the post-match presentation for the DY T20 tournament here at the DY Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai. It's the 27th of February 2026. This was match number 18, Bpcl versus Income Tax. May I please invite Honorary Mr. Ritesh Mishra, the Principal Commissioner of the Income Tax, to present the Player of the Match award. The player of the match goes to Saurabh Dubey from Income Tax for his incredible bowling performance. He bowled 4 overs, including 1 maiden, conceded 26 runs and took 4 wickets. The player of the match receives a pair of 10XU shoes and a medallion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Hello, Saurabh. Congratulations. 4 wickets tonight. What was the plan coming into this spell? Attacking from ball 1, building pressure?
Yeah, plan was simple, and we have to stick to the basic, and the captain gave me the role, so I have done that.
कौन सा विकेट सबसे ज़्यादा एंजॉय किया आपने?
विकेट्स तो सारे ही इंजॉय किए, जो न्यू बॉल से पहले 2 ओवर में 2 विकेटें मिली है, वो ज़्यादा इंजॉय किया है.
And 3 wins out of 3. अभी आप क्वालिफायर्स में भी पहुंच चुके हैं. And this team seems to be clicking in all the departments. तो अब सेम प्लान स्टिक करेंगे या क्या प्लान है क्वालिफायर्स के लिए?
सेम प्लान से जाएंगे मैम.
Okay. And क्या कहना चाहेंगे इस DY T20 टूर्नामेंट के बारे में? 20th एडिशन है. आप पहले खेले हैं, कितने साल से खेल रहे हैं?
ये मेरा दूसरा साल है यहाँ पे. इससे पहले लास्ट ईयर जब खेले तब भी हम फाइनल हारे थे. सो काफ़ी अच्छा टूर्नामेंट हो रहा है और इस साल हम अच्छा करके और फाइनल जीत सकते हैं, ऐसा बोल सकता हूँ मैं.
Congratulations, Saurabh, and all the best. So that was the player of the match, Saurabh Dubey from Income Tax. That's it for the post-match presentation. We'll be back again with the toss presentation at 3:55 p.m. for match number 20 as CGST take on the Tata Sports Club. So watch this space and we'll see you soon. Thank you.